Hi, thank you so much for coming to my channel. My name's Madison. I appreciate you being here. I like to do mukbangs and cooking videos, and sometimes I like to try seltzers that I have not had before. So these are the Topo Chico Margarita flavor. Here's a close-up of them. My dog always thinks it's a great idea to drink water when I start filming, so if you hear that, that's what that is. Cool. So these are the Topo Chico Margarita hard seltzers. There's 4 flavors here, and these are 4.5% alcohol by volume, and they're 100 calories each. Usually I have Brandon with me to try seltzers like this, but he is out and about with his friend, and I have been wanting to try these for weeks. I bought them like in the middle of May, so it's time. Okay, so I just opened them. I'm really excited about these because they've been in the fridge for like ever. Like, these are definitely cold. So the first one that's coming out of here is the prickly pear. I feel like this one's gonna be really good. I'm guessing that they just have them in a line like this, so I'm just gonna keep going down the middle. Next, I have the tropical pineapple flavor. What an interesting way to put these in here. And then I have the just standard margarita flavor. It's signature margarita. I actually just had this one the other day because Brandon picked it up from a store whenever we were getting gas. And so I did try this one. I'll let you know what my thoughts are. He forgot that I wanted to do a video on it. So, I mean, no big deal, right? And then I also have a strawberry hibiscus, which I'm sure is going to be delicious as always. It's honestly so much easier to film without Brandon being here, just because like with him, like I'm kind of just like everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the prickly pear first, since that was what was at the front. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I had to spill it on myself, but typical. Wow. What was so weird about this is when I was like pulling it up to my mouth, like it smelled like very much so like beer, which is weird. Am I crazy? This tastes like beer? Am I fucking stupid? Okay, let me get like a good, I'm just gonna take one, I'm gonna like drink it, hold on. Okay, for me, prickly pear tastes like beer. So that's that one. I'm just gonna leave it here for right now, and then I'll put them in order in just a second. The next one is tropical pineapple, which I know that Brandon would love this one. So sucks for him. I'm just kidding. We can actually drink these now that they're like open. This one's good. The pineapple flavor is actually like pretty strong for a seltzer. I think these do have sugar. Yeah, so these do have 3 grams of sugar in them, and that's like it, and some salt, probably for like the margarita taste. The smell of these is weird. I still can't believe this one, when I opened it, like whenever I like just opened it, the first thing that came out, beer. Like that's what I like immediately like smelled, but obviously not like Bud Light or something like that. Like it kind of reminded me of Thirsty Goat. Like the smell of Thirsty Goat is like what this smelled and tasted like, just in my opinion. Like kind of like Thirsty Goat and like a wheat beer mixed together. I don't know why. This one's good. So definitely way better than this disgusting thing. Sorry if that's your jam. Okay, so the signature margarita, which I know that I like, but this is in a smaller container. I had the tall boy previously. These are like super close right now. My nails are actually growing even though I've been working, so just waiting for them to break. These are super bubbly, so there's a lot of bubbles and like I leave a little bit of drink right here. Excuse me, because I suck at drinking stuff, I guess. And so when I go back to take another sip, like there's still bubbles right there. So I do like that. I like that it's like really bubbly, which is pretty like, it makes sense because Topo Chico is just bubbles galore. And I understand where the sugar's coming from too, because it does say that it's 2% juice on here. It just says that right here. But this is good. It tastes like a margarita to me. Honestly, it just tastes like what they're saying. It's kind of a margarita, but it's a hard seltzer. So it's not like you're going to buy this and be like, wow, I'm drinking a margarita. You're drinking a hard seltzer that kind of tastes like a margarita. So yeah, this is before this for sure. Should I take another sip of this? I'm getting like a little bit more of like the fruity notes, like the more that it's like kind of hanging out right here. But that first drink, I have nosy neighbors. I'm like on the like little patio area right now, but I wanted to let the rest of the natural light in, so it's open. And I'm sure they see my ring light and they're like, what is this? Excuse me. Okay, so here's the last one. I'm like pretty sure this is gonna be like great, right? I mean, it's strawberry anything is like really hard to mess up. I'm sorry I keep dripping it on myself. I literally cannot. I like the strawberry. I don't really taste hibiscus. Okay, I'm gonna give each one like one more try just to see like what my final opinion is. This one, I remember it's good. This leaves a pretty good like impact. It has a slight, just like barely, just very slight, like artificial pineapple flavor, like kind of sweet. But honestly, the fresh pineapple flavor does come through pretty good on this one. Yep. Hits the back of the throat, margarita. And then you're like, oh wait, that's a hard seltzer. It just tastes like it tastes like a weird ass beer or like a cider or something. Like this one is just, go be a cider where you're supposed to be instead of in a hard seltzer box, please. And then this guy, let's see. So I think that mine would be like this. So if I were to give like final rating would be prickly pear at the very last because it tastes like beer and hard cider and everything terrible had a child. And then the regular margarita flavor The strawberry hibiscus would be next. And then for me, shockingly, because if you know me IRL, I don't really like artificial fruit flavors. But this one, besides, I mean, excuse me. Besides strawberry, usually strawberry is my jam. So what would I give each one as a rating, right? So if I were to start here, I would still choose this over a cider. A cider is a 2 for me. They have a good amount of alcohol, but they're so disgusting because they're so freaking sweet. So I would give this maybe a 4. A 4. The flavor gets better as it stays open, in my opinion. As it kind of hangs out, it's getting less crazy. This one, I'm okay. I don't know. It's just, I like a regular margarita. If I want a margarita flavor, I want to drink an actual margarita. This has sugar in it anyways, so I might as well just have margarita with tequila, considering that that's more alcohol by volume. You know that meme? I'll find it and I'll put it on the screen. So this one, I'm going to go ahead. It's giving what it's supposed to give, right? So I'm going to do a 6.5 because it's giving what it's supposed to give. It just doesn't taste amazing. The strawberry one is not offensive at all. It's just hey, I'm kind of here. I'm a strawberry hard seltzer. I might not taste very strong, but at least I'm not nasty, right? Yeah, that's what this one's giving. So I would say that I'm going to rate this an 8 just because it's doing what it's supposed to do. Although, sidebar, I don't really taste margarita in it necessarily. This one is very much so, like I said, a margarita hard seltzer. So if we're rating it on the margarita part, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.5 because I don't really taste the margarita that much. But just flavor-wise in general, an 8. And then this guy, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9 because even though it also doesn't really taste like margarita, you kind of get that a little bit of that sensation hey, I'm kind of having something different than a regular hard seltzer. The pineapple flavor is really good. It doesn't taste nasty. It's not really harsh on your mouth. If you don't like White Claws because they kind of taste harsh, like a harsh liqueur or whatever, however you say that, I'm sorry. Yeah, this one's pretty good. As a whole, without doing the mathematics of it all, as a whole, I would say I love the packaging. It's very cute. It goes with their other seltzers, which I don't remember what those are specifically called, but I do know they have other seltzers which I like. I like that lemon lime one. That one is delicious. That lemon lime one is the shit though. So yeah, so I would say all together 7.5, an 8, somewhere around there. It's not bad. It's not offensive. Kind of get what you're expecting. Topo Chico is really bubbly. These are pretty bubbly, without hurting your mouth and your throat. Flavors are pretty good. Sugar's not that bad because whenever you're drinking a hard seltzer, you don't really want a whole bunch of sugar. The point of a hard seltzer is you drink 10 of them and you don't have to worry about sugar and they taste good, because of the natural flavors. So yeah, that's my final opinion. Please let me know if you've had these, and let me know if you like the seltzer videos, with me, with Brandon, whatever. If there's a seltzer that you've seen you're kind of interested in. The next seltzer that I'm planning to try that I do have in my cabinet, but I was waiting to move these out of the big fridge. I didn't want to open it unless I was on the camera. The next one that I'm doing is the Corona seltzers. I think it's berry flavor or something. So that's my next one. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, so I hope you guys like the video. I am going to take another drink out of this and drip it on myself as one does. I appreciate you so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye.